1. Into action under the pirate flag. "The best bit about being a pirate," said the pirate with gout, "is the looting." "That's rubbish," said the albino pirate. "It's the doubloons. Doubloons are easily the best bit about pirating." The rest of the pirates, sunning themselves on the deck of the pirate boat, soon joined in. It had been several weeks since the pirates' adventure with cowboys, and they had a lot of time on their hands. "It's the pirate grog." "Maronin, that's what I like best." "Cutlasses." "The Spanish main." "The ship's biscuits." One of the pirates pulled a special face to show exactly what he thought of this last comment, and soon all the pirates were fighting. With a sound like a bat hitting a watermelon, pirate fist connected with pirate jaw, and a gold tooth bounced across the deck. The pirate with gout found himself run through in a grisly manner, and one of the cabin boys accidentally got a shiny pirate hook in the side of the head. It would probably have gone on for hours in this fashion, but both of the heavy wooden doors that led to the downstairs of the boat crashed open, and out onto the deck strode the pirate captain himself. The pirate captain cut an impressive figure. If you were to compare him to a type of tree, and working out what sort of tree they would be if they were trees instead of pirates was easily one of the crew's favourite pastimes, he would undoubtedly be an oak, or maybe a horse chestnut. He was all teeth and curls, but with a pleasant open face. His coat was of a better cut than everybody else's, and his beard was fantastic and glossy, and the ends of it were twisted with expensive-looking ribbons. Living at sea tended to leave you with ratty, matted hair, but the pirate captain somehow kept his beard silky and in good condition, and though nobody knew his secret, they all respected him for it. They also respected him because it was said he was wedded to the sea. A lot of pirates claimed that they were wedded to the sea, but usually this was an excuse, because they couldn't get a girlfriend or they were gay pirates. But in the pirate captain's case, none of his crew doubted he was actually wedded to the sea for a minute. Any of his men would have gladly taken a bullet for him, or even the pointy end of a cutlass. The pirate captain didn't need to do much more than clear his throat and roll his eyes a bit to stop the fighting dead in its tracks. "What's going on, you scurvy knaves?" he bellowed. Pirates were often rude to each other, but without really meaning it, so none of the brawling pirates took being called a scurvy knave too much to heart. "We were just discussing what the best bit about being a pirate is," answered the pirate dressed in green after a bit of an awkward pause. "The best bit about being a pirate?" "Yes, sir. We couldn't quite decide. I mean, it's all good." "The best bit about being a pirate is the shanties." And with the argument settled, the pirate captain strode back into the galley, indicating for the pirate with a scarf to follow. The rest of the crew were left on their own. "He's right. It's the shanties," said the albino pirate thoughtfully. One of the other pirates nodded. "They are really good. Shall we sing a pirate shanty?" The pirate captain was secretly relieved when he heard the strains of a rowdy shanty coming through the roof of the galley. Just recently he had been worrying about discipline on board the pirate boat, and there was an old pirate motto: if the men are singing a shanty, then they can't be up to mischief. Note: shanty probably derives from the French word chanter, meaning to sing. Most shanties tended to be about frisky mermaids, who loved putting out for sailors more than anyone. "Come into my office for a moment," he told the pirate with a scarf, who was his trusty second-in-command. The pirate captain's office was full of mementos from the previous pirate adventures. There was a 10-gallon hat from the pirate's adventure with cowboys, and some old bits of tentacle from the pirate's adventure with squid, as well as several post-it notes reminding the pirate captain to say things like "Splice the mainsail," or "Hard about, lads." On the walls there hung several fantastic paintings of the pirate captain himself. One of them showed him looking anguished and cradling a dead swan. This painting was titled, Why? Another was of the pirate captain reclining naked, except for a small piece of gauze. And a third pictured the pirate captain sharing a strange, futuristic-looking drink with a lady who seemed to be made from metal. There were also quite a lot of nautical maps and charts about the place, and even an astrolabe. The pirate captain wasn't 100% sure what the astrolabe did, or whether it was actually an astrolabe rather than a sextant, but he enjoyed fiddling with it when he got bored nonetheless. Right at the moment, boredom was an issue that weighed heavily on the pirate captain's mind. "Care for some grog?" he asked politely. The scarf-wearing pirate wasn't very thirsty, but he said yes anyway, because if you start turning down grog when you're a pirate, it doesn't help your reputation much. "Ship's biscuits? I've got ship's custard creams and ship's bourbons," said the pirate captain. He held out a tin that had a boat painted on it, and the pirate, with a scarf, took a bourbon, because he knew custard creams were the pirate captain's favourites. The pirate's next plan was slightly less sensitive. "I once saw a man doing this in the Thames," explained the pirate captain, with a wink to his second-in-command, as a couple of the pirates rolled a barrel of gunpowder off the side of the boat into the sea. There was a muffled explosion, and then a few dead fish floated up to the surface. The pirate captain looked a little put out. "But seeing as this is the ocean, which is a little bigger than the Thames, we might need a bit more gunpowder. Fetch us another couple of barrels, number 2. A plume of water splashed across the deck, and a shower of fish and lobsters crashed down onto the pirates' heads. The pirates looked about hopefully, but all they could see was a dying shark draped over the yardarm, looking disappointedly back at them. "No whales there," said the pirate with a hook for a hand. They rolled a few more barrels off the side of the boat. Another huge wave crashed over the pirates, drenching them from head to toe, and another burst of creatures and seaweed rained onto the deck. The pirates prodded about in the mess. "Still can't see him," said the pirate in green, a bit of tentacle wriggling limply on his hat. Jennifer pulled a starfish out of her top. "It's fun, though, isn't it?" After the pirates ran out of barrels of gunpowder, the pirate captain had the bright idea of emptying all the lovely Emma's lamps and pouring the oil out from the back of the boat, because he remembered reading somewhere that oil slicks were a great way of catching sea creatures. But all they ended up with were a few rather sad-looking seagulls. The pirates felt a little guilty and scooped them up in big nets to give them a clean. The oil didn't come off very well, even with lots of scrubbing, so the pirate in red suggested that the oily seagulls might make quite good candles instead. Everybody agreed that this was a good idea, because they had run out of lamp oil. There was an almighty pop, and the pirate, with a cauliflower ear, disintegrated in an explosion of fireworks. The other pirates oohed and ahed as Roman candles and rockets zoomed off into the sky. The pirate with the scarf crossed another item off his clipboard. "How many schemes is that?" asked the pirate captain. 15 schemes, said the pirate with the scarf. 16 if you include the business with the pig. Ah, best forget that one. It's not going too well, is it, pirate captain? Said the scarf-wearing pirate, staring at the conspicuously whaleless sea. I'm worried that perhaps this whaling business is a little more difficult than we thought. Possibly that's why Ahab said he'd been chasing the whale for years. Pish, said the pirate captain, trying to sound upbeat. What you have to remember is that Ahab never had my maverick, sideways approach to problem-solving. It's all in hand. He waved that morning's Post at the scarf-wearing pirate and started to flick through it. Bill, Cutlass Catalogue, Bill. Aha! Here we go. He held up one of the letters triumphantly. This'll sort us out, number 2. I took the precaution of writing to our old friend Scurvy Jake. You know what an outdoors type he is. He even took a job in Brighton's Sea Life Centre for a bit whilst he was working his way through Pirate Academy. So he's bound to know a thing or two about catching fishes. Let's see now. Dear Pirate Captain, read the pirate captain, thanks for the letter.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?